Hello, Pisces. Thanks for coming back. We're bringing you back another tarot reading. We're gonna get through 9 tarot cards that will, tell us what we need to know. I'm a Pisces as well, by the way, so this might actually serve for both of us. So we're gonna see what's going on, what may be hidden, what's happening. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody, but you are more than welcome to keep watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel just so you can get updates further down the road. Without much further ado, we're gonna get started picking up those cards. Let's see what Spirit has to tell us, Pisces. Spirits, please tell me what we need to know about Pisces. Okay, 1, 2, 3, oh, 4. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 1. Let's see here. So I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get started right away with this. What else we have? All right, cool. We got the 9 cards in. So let's put this camera down here just so you can see what the hell is going on. What the hell is going on in this story? All right, cool. So we got High Priestess. That is you may have been going through some sort of failed intuition, or maybe secrets you might be dealing with. Balancing act. And got a King of Wands, a leader, someone who knows how to lead, someone who knows how to take charge, take action. We dealing with themes of grief, new opportunities, new ideas, new action, new fire. Someone who maybe, acts with financial manipulation, ungrounded. That's what I would look at as this King of Pentacles on reverse. Page of Swords, just being strategic, kind of like a little spy, looking at things differently. Manifestations and some sort of realization on what you have been doing, how you got here. We may have to take a few clarifying cards later down the road, but as I see here, you have a new beginning starting. You do have a new beginning starting. Let's take a look at this High Priestess just to get started. So we got our High Priestess over here on reverse. This either have been telling us that you may have ignoring your intuition about either something or somebody, okay? You're most likely going through a situation where it's completely unbalanced. It is unbalanced. Either, it's about resources or either about taking action. Like your intuition is out of whack, or you've been questioning your intuition lately. Like you're just simply doing stuff. You're getting up and then going. I don't know if this may be you in this conversation. We got at least 3 people in here. They don't necessarily mean that it's gonna be 3 people, but also this new opportunity, I feel like you probably got some sort of fear. You got some sort of fear going on when this new opportunity is actually being presented to you, as we see right over here at the middle of our reading. Got the High Priestess, the 5 of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Someone who I feel like you're probably waking up. You see the Page of Swords is actually looking at this 5 of Cups in here. You're starting to look at things. You started being a little bit more strategic, and you start to notice, I feel like this may be a idea or some sort of communication, maybe coming through for things, for some sort of grief that you have been going on, and you're starting to find out things by yourself. It's like in the past you just ignored your intuition and you have gone through, you may have lost, I feel like you may have lost some money here. You either lost money or resources, but you're starting to learn it. You're starting to learn the patterns. Like, how do I not fall down on a trap one more time? Next up, if we look up at at this 5 of Cups with the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles, like this grief that may have been related to you giving out too much to others or putting way too much action into others, maybe slowing you down to make up a decision. When we look up at this Ace of Wands, pretty much, this wand is being offered to this guy, but he's too worried about what has happened in the past. I feel like you're completely ungrounded in this situation and you're just simply ignoring what is happening behind you. There are still 2 cups down here. It's completely up to you to keep those cups, those relationships, those emotions. Next up, we got the 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Magician. I feel like even though you may have been giving too much, there may have been some sort of breadcrumbing from other people into the situation. You're starting to, use your skills for a better, you're learning how to use your skills a little bit. You're learning how to take more responsibility. I feel like if you either have been losing a bunch of money, or the money just simply can't stay in your account, you started to take action to make things better for yourself. You started to learn how to take care of those things. This King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Hangman shows me that you may have been put yourself into this situation. There's a lot of action, a lot of doing. But this may also mean that you may not have all the resources, but you may have put yourself into this situation. You're not necessarily hanging down, but you probably got there because you failed your own intuition and you're looking behind for way too long. What are you going to do about it? We got the Page of Swords, this Ace of Wands, and this King of Wands. I feel like you're probably going to have this, either, again, this communication, this sort of solution. I'm thinking of like you're thinking a whole lot about this situation in the past, but you actually will start taking action to lead the situation in a way, in an outcome that you actually desire. And then if you also look up as the King of Pentacles and the Hangman on reverse, if you've been spending too much, you got to remind yourself, you've done that to yourself. You can't play victim, been giving out too much to others in a way that you don't preserve yourself. You got there by yourself. You got to discern when is your, who am I supposed to give out to? Are these people actually, worth my time, my energy, my resources? But I feel like you will get the deal. You get to figure it out and start manifesting. But you got to understand, you got to make sure that you don't get to the point where you're feeling ungrounded, that you're not making bad financial decisions. Yeah, take a whole lot of actions, but don't burn yourself out. Don't get toxic about it. I'm starting to think also that at this moment, you may feel like you don't have all the resources, but again, I'm opening up 9 cards over here. I could be opening 12 cards until God knows how much of this story is going to unfold. But we got to work with what cards we have in our hands at the moment, what resources we have at the moment. How can we use that resource in a better way? How can we use our ideas in a better way? How can we be creative, which is the Ace of Wands over here? How can we be creative to pass through those past situations? Maybe a financial bad decision. Maybe that's what your grief is about. I think this is a call for you, Pisces, to actually be creative. I think you're probably waking up from this moment where you've been giving out too much time, resources, money, whatever it may be. Give your abundance away. but unfairly. Stop crying over the spilled milk. We got Aunt May. Home is never too far away. I'm looking at her plants. You know, home is never too far away. You can count off the right people. You should count only on the right people. Don't give yourself too much, Pisces. You know, we actually have that problem. We give ourselves way too much to others and we stop thinking about ourselves. You know, you're trying to help everybody. You want to help everybody. You want to be liked by everybody. But hey, what are you doing for yourself? What you see is never what you get. This card loves showing up to me. Are you crying over the spilled milk? Again, I feel like it's time to be creative. Get some action. You Can't Because You Must by Valkyrie. You can't because you must. No, take action. Take action. You need to take action. Stop hanging. Stop hanging. You ain't got no time for that. You gotta manifest the right things. You gotta take inspiration right away. You gotta take an opportunity, a new beginning right away. You got the chance, analyze it, take action. Period. All right. With that said, my eyes are up here, Pisces. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching this video until the end. Please don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.